Hey guys, welcome aboard, welcome back, welcome home, completely and totally, as always, dependent on where you are in relation to these messages, this channel, this week, this energy, all of the above. So this week we're going to talk about what's up for the 11th of July through the 17th of July 2022. So we've been in the midst of contemplating truth and home and how we stand in relation to those things, right? So this week is another week of more of that. It's yeah, absolutely. This is about creation, right? It's about how we create not just ourself, but ourself within the collective. And this is a week that we really get to witness how we are doing that, right? How we're doing it, whether we're doing it, and hopefully the whys, right? So on Monday, the moon is very, very busy. The moon in Sag. Hello. Wow, I like that. Right, we have indirect Mercury in Cancer. We've got a trine to Chiron in Aries. We have indirect to Uranus and Taurus. We've got indirect to the Sun in Cancer. We've got an opposition to Venus in Gemini. We've got a sextile to Saturn retrograding, of course, and a square to and also retrograding Neptune. Mercy gracious. So we have another T-square, right? We saw a lot of these last week. So this is a T-square where Venus in Gemini is opposing the moon in Sag and squaring Neptune in retrograde, right? And Saturn also, right, is kind of involved here because Saturn is trining Venus and sextiling the moon, right? Coming back with that theme of truth. So here's the thing, you may feel unsure what your next steps might be, right? How to proceed. The how may be in question. So the key is to watch out for any kind of thoughtless or unaligned or reckless behaviors or movements. Witness your reactivity, right? Calculated risks are fine, but they must be aligned, right? They must be based on that concept of home and heart and wholeness and healing, right? This is a day of no delusions, right? No delusions, a day to get shit done, and really contemplate the concept of what you are building, what you're building, right? What are you building? Remember, Sagittarius, the moon in Sag is all about experience, right? It's about experience. Tuesday, the moon moves into Capricorn, and then trines Mars in Taurus, squares Aries, Jupiter, and then we have Cancer, Mercury squaring Chiron, and Venus in Gemini trining retrograding Saturn. Now here's the deal. The Capricorn moon is really going to back that energy flow. Rein in your feelings today, right? And by feelings, I'm talking about those reactive feelings, not your aligned feelings. There's a difference, right? We have those triggered feelings. And find ways today to notice them, right? So actively pursue your own expansion, light your own fires, create your own opportunities, right? Active creation. Create those opportunities that are fueling your own health and healing. Ask the hard questions, right? Find the shadows. This is kind of like a day to power wash your soul, right? Because, I mean, let's face it, you know, alignment is hard and sometimes you get a little schmutzy, so clean it up, y'all, clean it up. On Wednesday, the 13th, we still have that Capricorn moon squaring Chiron, and then opposing Mercury in Cancer, okay? Yeah, trining Uranus in Taurus, and then we have a full moon, right, at 21 degrees of Capricorn. Mercury in Cancer sextiles Uranus, and then that moon is indirect to Venus and sextile to retrograding Neptune and conjunct Pluto, right? So this is a day to be open to change in your expression and change in your systems, right? Witness ways to claim new constructs based on new stories, and witness your power to tell them, right? To tell those stories. In the evening, boundaries will be highlighted, right? This full moon is really going to be a lot about boundaries. We'll talk about that more in the full moon reading, but definitely finding ways to eliminate your excuses. And here's the deal, reasons are reasons, but excuses are excuses, and we always know the difference, right? To eliminate your nonsense, to clear the emotional clutter, right? Both on the individual and collective, right? And here's the thing, you can only control the individual level, so please clear your emotional clutter and witness what happens in the collective through that. On Thursday, right, overnight, right after the day switches, Venus in Gemini squares retrograding Neptune in Pisces. So pay attention to your dreams. When you wake up on Thursday, stay in that closed eye kind of hypnopompic state. See if you can identify your dreams. Pay attention, pay attention. Wow, pay attention. What a week. Themes for Thursday. Freedom, independence. What do those things mean? How are you creating them? How are you creating them for yourself and others? How are you living those themes? Or how are you not living them, right? For yourself and others. How are you allowing low vibe situations, low vibe circumstances, low vibe information, low vibe people, low vibe places to be setting your frequencies, right? And take notes, right? You're going to want that information. How are you allowing that to happen? Because if you allow that to happen for you, then that trickles out, right? It trickles out to the people around you. It trickles out to the places around you. It trickles out to the circumstances around you. And the bottom line is, it compounds, right? And you're allowing something to amplify that is not yours. So set your own frequency, right? Be an emitter, not an amplifier of something else. Yeah. Friday the 15th. Wow. So Aquarius Moon, right? Oh yeah. Aquarius Moon, sextiling Chiron, squaring Uranus, indirect to Mercury, the Sun, and conjunct Saturn, trining Venus. And then Venus herself makes a beautiful and very exciting quincunx to Pluto in retrograde. Now, here's the deal. This is an ay-ay-ay kind of day, a yellow caution tape kind of day. Find the places of discomfort and use that discomfort or the stuff that sets you on edge, right? Those places where you feel something that you know, like gives you that double take, where you hear something that you're like, wait, what? Where you see something that you're not quite like sure that was okay, right? Use those places of discomfort as a guide, and ask yourself, what is the big picture, right? What is the big goal? What is the widest broad brush concept of the highest good, right? Dig deeper and dig deeper and dig deeper, and know that you will know, right? Underneath it all, you always have discernment of what is appropriate for you, what is in your alignment, what is there for you, right? The answer is it's all for you. It's just about how you process it and whether or not you can process it as a clear channel or whether you process it through gunk and mess and nonsense. Saturday, July 16th, the moon moves into Pisces, right? How exciting. The Cancer sun quincunxes Saturn in retrograde. Mercury quincunxes Saturn in retrograde. The sun and Mercury conjunct in Cancer. And then that Pisces moon sextiles Mars, right? So this is a day of like puzzles, encryptions, right? The moon is in Pisces, and this asks us to use our intuition, right? To tackle the tough problems, right? We've got Mercury and the sun conjunct in Cancer, and they are in conjunct to Saturn, right? So you cannot strong arm your feelings, right? You can't logic over love successfully, not successfully anyway. I mean, that's called repression, right? Home is a feeling, not a location, right? It's not an address, right? You don't go there, you are home, right? You exude home, you emit home. Home is an energy, not a location. And so the best way to work through those puzzles is to allow your intuition to pull you, to invite you toward the answers, instead of trying to muscle through a series of logical problems, trying to discern a feeling, right? We always talk about Neptune and Pisces energies as being better felt than spoken. So take that seriously. It means something. On Sunday, the 17th, Mercury, of course, in Cancer, trines Pisces, Neptune, right? Retrograding. And then that moon sextiles Uranus. The sun in Cancer trines Pisces in Neptune, or Neptune in Pisces, hello. And Venus moves into Cancer. Not long after that, that Pisces moon conjuncts Neptune and trines the sun. So here's the deal. Again, this is about expressions of truth and home. Home can be a song, it can be a smell, it can be a feeling, it can be a person. But here's what it can't be: denied, right? It cannot be denied. So today, as Venus moves into Cancer, right, on Sunday, the 17th, your truth is undeniable, undeniable when it comes to what that expression of home is for you, right? It's a persistent awareness. And if you're in alignment with it, it will feel, thank you, we saw you, like a very deep amplification. And you know what? We're just gonna take them both because they both popped up at the same time. Anyway, if you're in alignment, right, it's going to feel like a very deep amplification. But if you're out of alignment, the vision that you're going to have access to, the capacity that will be opened up for you on Sunday, the 17th of July, will be nearly transcendent. That capacity to witness whether or not you are in alignment with your expression of home. Your job is to align. Your job is to witness it, claim it, and then find your place in regard to that alignment, and finding always your highest and best as that true north, right? So again, this is a week of how your transcendent self fits into the collective, how you create your transcendent self, which is always about how you're creating your alignment, right? Let's talk. So we have the Two of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, right? This is about making choices, passionate, heart-based choices, even if you have to wait for them, right? So we talked about this as a day to be mindful of any place you're unsure of your next step, right? And taking calculated risks is okay, but not to be in any delusions, right? What are you building? What are you building? If you know what you're building, you don't have to feel like you have to move in a reckless fashion if your actions are calculated based on what you know to be your highest, your sense of home, right? That that beautiful highest aspiration, right? Wands are about passion, your heart, your motivation, what gets you out of bed every morning. If you know your why, you have infinite patience because you already understand the process, right? You already know what you're building and why. On Tuesday, we have the Three of Wands, which is about long-term goals, long-term planning, right? And the Queen of Swords, which is about truth, which is about cutting away all the anything that is not fitting, right? Swords are about ideas. Swords are about abstractions, concepts, the way that you express yourself. So how are you expressing your vision for the long run, right? We talked about this as actively pursuing your own expansion, lighting your own fires, creating opportunities that will fuel your own health and healing, asking the hard questions, power washing your soul, right? She's got the sword of truth, right? We talk sometimes about the Queen of Swords as being cold and calculating, right? Well, I mean, that's a beautiful thing to say, but ideas don't have to be like that if you're willing to allow your ideas to be a stair step, a fluid, dynamic interchange place between you and how you get from there to here, right? One idea might be a great idea, and then the circumstances change and you have to volley to the next thing. So if your ideas are in flow, right, and a beautiful thing about swords is there's always butterfly, right, energy in swords that allows us, right, to witness the way that we move through our ideas, right? We're constantly evolving our concepts. Or if we'd like to be constantly evolving our concepts, it will help us get a lot more done, right? With Venus in Gemini, air sign, trining Saturn in Aquarius, air sign, right? Asking you to create your home from within first, right? And then cut out anything that's not in alignment, actively pursuing your own expansion. That's a choice, right? It's an idea, actively pursuing your own expansion, lighting your own fire, creating an opportunity. Those are all choices. They're all ideas, right? Right, absolutely. On Wednesday, right, we talked about this day as being open to shifts in expressions and systems, right? Witnessing your new constructs based on the new stories and your power to tell them, minding your boundaries, clearing your emotional clutter. So we've got the High Priestess and we've got the Seven of Cups, right? This is infinite potential. This is ideas. This is myriad ways to shift and change your feelings. The High Priestess is all about being in touch with each and every one of those feelings, right? The High Priestess is about how do I manifest from my divine connectivity within this 3D realm. This is a full moon in Capricorn, y'all. A full moon in Capricorn. Every possibility is known to you. And every expression is available to you, and you have the power to create it, right? You have the power to create it, but you cannot make excuses. You cannot be in your emotional mess and be in clear creation. So what at this full moon are you going to witness as needing to shift or change, as needing to be released? Well, that's a great question. On Thursday, okay, we've got the Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. So the Three of Pentacles is about collaboration. It's about creating with, right? Creating with someone or something else. The Seven of Wands is about knowing what to defend, right? It's about choosing your resistance and choosing where you lean in. So this is about freedom and independence, right? How do we create them? Are we creating them? Are we living them? Are we allowing things that are not in vibe with us to take over our vibration and frequency? Are we collaborating with things that are not in alignment? Are we trying to defend something that doesn't belong to or with or through us, right? Guess what? You don't have to defend things that aren't yours. There are plenty of people who are willing to step up and claim anything. You don't have to put your energy toward it. So make sure that what you're backing, make sure that what you're giving your energy to is serving you, right? Take notes, take notes, take notes, take notes. On Friday. Okay, this was our caution tape day, right? So here's the deal. where is your discomfort, right? Where are your goals? Where is your highest good? And we talked about digging deeper, right? And deeper, and you'll know. Okay, so the Nine of Cups, right? This is about creating your own emotional environment. This is about how wide are you willing to go with your emotional foundations. Here's the deal. You can go as wide as you believe that you can. And so any limitation is yours. So judgment is about witnessing what is working and what is not working, right? Those things that are telling you maybe not, pay attention to them, right? You can always witness them. You can always shift and change that. If you're getting a yellow caution tape vibe, if you're getting a, whoa, hold on, this doesn't feel right, in any place in your life, you have full capacity to transmute that, to shift it, to change it, to call in something else, to release it. And the Nine of Cups encourages you to do that, right? Use your emotional contentment, use your joy quotient as a guide, because there's nothing that you need to conjure or collaborate or hold on to or defend that doesn't belong to you, right? It doesn't. Giving things up, allowing them to be in the cycle of witnessed, blessed, and released, or invested in, is a beautiful thing. How do you know? Does it feel good? Does it resonate with my soul, right? Does it further my frequency? These are all important questions to ask yourself. On Saturday, look, we've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Okay, so, right, we talked about this as a day to tackle your problems with your intuition, right? To dive into your intuition. The moon is in Pisces. The sun is conjunct Mercury, right? Creating our identity as our expression. Eight of Pentacles is about mastery through practice. And again, we talked about both the sun in Cancer and Mercury in Cancer being indirect to Saturn. So all the places that your self-expression doesn't feel in alignment, that's what creates your anxiety, your thoughts of unworthiness, the things that wake you up in the middle of the night, those ideas, right, that haunt you, those regrets, those resentments, those I wish I would have, I wish I could have, I wish I, gosh, I should have, right? Those things, those puzzles, those pieces in your soul. Home is a feeling, right? Home is a feeling, not a location. So if you're trying to locate yourself, you're not going to be able to do that. You can't strong arm your feelings. You just have to know that what you do every day is what's creating that. And so the way that you master your practice, the way that you master yourself as a resourced human, tangibly or intangibly, how and whether you're doing that is going to either create feelings of anxiety or it's going to create that heck yeah. On Sunday, right, we talked about this day as beautiful expressions of truth. Home can be a song, a feeling, a person, but whatever it is, it's undeniable, right? It's undeniable. And if you're in alignment, you're going to feel that as an amplification. And if you're out of alignment, it's going to feel like discord. So here's the deal. We've got Eight of Wands, which is heart-based, passion, fueled forward motion, and we've got Temperance. Like, I love Temperance, by the way. This is about learning and starting over and recreating and taking your knowledge and experience and really shifting it forward into wisdom and then moving forward in that wisdom and trying again, right? This is the try again card. This is, I've learned, let me do it again. I've learned, let me do it better. I've learned, let me try one more time, right? I am working on mastery, right? I'm working on my mastery. And the way to work on mastery is simply to do this again and again and again. So as your feelings of home are persistent, right, and undeniable, keep trying, keep circling back to that place where you know this is what it feels like. You know, this is where my heart is met, right? We start this week with the 2 and 3 of Wands, right? What is your passion and where is it pulling you forward? Everywhere we are invited to go deeper and deeper and deeper. Here's the deal. We've got 7.5 billion ways, and of course it's 7.8 now. But this means your journey is perfect. This means that your alignment is your alignment. This means your highest and best is your highest and best. And the way that you create that highest and best in the collective is to create it in yourself, right? We know that. And then this one popped out, love wins. Guess what? Love always wins. Love always wins. There is nothing more or less than love. And every way we believe that there is, we are creating a barrier between love and ourselves, or love and another, or love and a circumstance, a lesson, a place, anything. It's all love. It's all love. You can't do it wrong. You can't do it wrong. The only thing you can do is not to do anything, right? And sometimes you need to. Sometimes stillness is stillness, but sometimes stillness is stagnation. There's a difference between resting and checking out, right? Make sure that you're, with all this Neptune energy and all this Pisces energy, make sure that your stillness is stillness and not escapism, right? Mind your addictions, mind your habits, mind where you're focusing your energy, right? Keep your focus in alignment. Look at this. We've got this beautiful, the Littlest Blessing. I love this deck so much. It's so sweet. Look at the little ladybug. I just love it. All right, so let's have a moment with this, the Littlest Blessing. There is a little good fortune right at your fingertips. It is sweet and small, but it is this blessing that will see your energy open up to receive even more of the same, right? What are you amplifying? What are you amplifying? Are you emitting it or are you taking it on? Big difference. Destiny wishes for you to be content, to feel loved, and to see the wonder in every small thing. Look about you, for right there in the smallest of places are the blessings you have been yearning for yet missing. Open your eyes to the new world, and what once went unseen and unappreciated can be truly known for the very first time. Look with eyes of wonder at the little miracles of the world. When you do this, the gates to all good things swing open for you, right? So, yeah. Yes, it is in the minute things, right? Everything is a miracle, right? Thank you, Einstein. And only you can witness your miracles, right? Only you know what that miracle looks like for you. Don't let anybody tell you what home feels like. Don't let anybody tell you what home feels like for you, because only you can know. Only you can know. How do you know? Oh, you know. All right, guys, we will talk about this Capricorn full moon because it is a big deal. Other than that, be good to yourself this week. Be really good to yourself. Big blessings. Take care.